All right, what's up? It is your boy Les, nevertheless Thomas with Brand Squad Podcast. I'm here with Landry Williams and Quincy Noble. What's up?
What's up?
Y'all doing good?
Yes.
Come on. All right, Landry, tell us a little bit about yourself, just a little bit.
I'm a junior here at Oklahoma State. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
T-Town.
And after college, I want to be a wedding planner.
Period wedding planner.
Okay.
Period wedding planner.
Yeah, I'm going to hit you up because I need that good old discount when my daughter get married.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Quincy, what's up?
Well, I'm from McKinney, Texas. I am a grad, big grad, not the little one.
Okay.
And when I get out of college, I want to work either in sports administration or sports broadcasting. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Hey, it's like that nowadays. You can dream and do whatever.
Hey, God's plan.
It's true.
Come on now, guys, man. So let's go to let's start at 5 years old.
Who?
Okay, Quincy, you up first, you know. So what was it like being Quincy at 5? What did you like to do? Was you outside? Was you inside? Was you a gamer? Was you Barbie doll? Was you on a bike? Tell me, what was you doing?
Well, I was outside.
Okay. We always outside.
We always.
We out here.
No, I love playing outside. I grew up in a generation where we played outside. So, I was in a cul-de-sac. I took my cul-de-sac very serious. We were a family. We were outside playing. I played with all the boys in my skirts, in my jeans, whatever it was. We was on the grass tackling, playing football.
Come on.
I was outside, so.
We need you to mentor some of these young people now so they can go outside.
No, they need to get outside for real. I'm missing out.
Playing tackle football.
Man.
That's what I'm talking about. Cul-de-sac. Nobody better not drive in there and
Don't-
just to turn around.
Don't pull up at the cul-de-sac if
Don't
you're not
pull
ready
up.
to play. Come on.
Might get your window busted. I'm just saying.
Knock on the door. Can I come outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's up. Landry, what about you?
So both my parents played basketball,
Okay.
college basketball. So my mom played here at OSU, and my dad played for Bill Self at Tulsa.
Wow.
So I'm the
Hooper,
first.
Hooper.
Yeah.
Who
So
was better? Who was the best? They watch
they
it.
argue back and forth.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
asking you.
I don't know. I probably got my mom.
Uh-oh. Shout out to
but
Mom. Oop.
My dad is
Sorry,
gonna
Dad.
get real mad. I don't know. But so I was the first kid, so it was like basketball. That's all I did. I mean, obviously I was 5, so I had my fun. But I did a lot of basketball. I also played soccer. Back then, I was the sweeper, that stood in front of the goal because I was really tall, huge.
Okay, so you had a
Grew and then faked everyone out, and now I was this tall in 7th grade. Kid you not.
really?
6th grade maybe, yeah. So I was a post in basketball, my mom.
So you're the kid that the parents thought that they were lying about your age.
Yeah. Oh yes, we had a lot of soccer moms go off, show the birth certificate.
She's 19 years old.
Yeah. And at this point I'm 5, just a thick little girl, whatever. So I played soccer, played basketball. With that, kind of what Quincy said, recess. I was always playing knockout with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't very girly at that time.
Your parents did they ever coach you?
Oh, my dad coached me my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I
No,
see
it was
your eyes.
great. It was great. He's
Okay,
super
it's great.
duper hard on me. Super hard on me.
So
But-
after games, did he wait till after the game to tell you how to get better, or did he do it later or right after the ride home?
Well, he coached me all my life in AAU, so most of the time he was over there.
Okay.
And just would let me hear it, for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
Whatever. But my mom is more of a yell during the game, and my dad's kind of sits there, evaluates, doesn't say a lot, and then after the game, I'll make sure to know.
Yeah, I'm a helicopter parent. I'm loud.
Yeah, that's my mom.
I'm the one that's
yeah.
that is not my dad. over
That's
there."
my mom. That's
Really?
my mom. Yeah.
Shout out to your mom. That's me. I'm just saying. So okay, here we go. What else did Quincy? Did you play any other sports? Was it just basketball? It was hey,
No.
live, sleep, eat basketball.
I grew up around basketball. My dad has coached men's basketball for my whole upbringing.
Yeah.
But I grew up around tennis, so I played tennis,
Come on.
and I was a competitive dancer for 6 years.
Competitive. What kind of dance?
Oh, I
Come
did
on,
all.
see,
Yeah.
I'm called ballet, modern,
Yeah.
hip hop.
I was in California, so that was really big. So that's where I stayed, and then I moved to Texas 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not from McKinney, Texas?
I'm not from McKinney, Texas. I'm a Cali girl. But,
Cali. What part of Cali?
I'm from Northern Cal. I'm outside of Oakland in Fairfield, California.
Yeah, that's dope. That's what's up. That's cool. So, boom, you moved to Texas.
That's when I picked up basketball because in Texas, they get to do all the sports in middle school. In California, you don't get to do all that.
So hold on. At what age were you?
12, 13.
So you this good at basketball and you didn't start until like
7th grade.
12?
Yeah, well, I shout out to my dad. He's a coach. So.
Yeah, I mean that's talent. What did you think I was gonna say?
No, I was like, how on earth? I was laughing at you because, like, how do you only start basketball in 7th grade and are that good?
And you're that good. I mean, come on.
No, I agree. Amen.
Coach's kid. Once we started, we was in the gym.
That's what's up.
That's what happened. It took over my life for sure.
Yeah. So did you love it? Like, was it a thing that your dad was pushing, or did you like instantly love it?
My dad didn't push it. Like, honestly, it's like literally when we moved to Texas, like that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try basketball, I'm gonna try volleyball, I'm gonna try everything. So I went out for everything, and like obviously I did tennis too, but when you move to Texas, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. I was like, oh yeah, no,
I ain't trying to be outside.
Yeah, I didn't get inside.
You was like, I was outside in the cul-de-sac as a kid.
Yeah, because you get that nice California breeze. Texas is hot. It's 100 degrees. I'm like, oh Lord, no, I'm getting inside. But it was between volleyball and basketball. But then my dad is just so good in basketball, and I just felt like we got closer that way, and I kind of just got into it that way. He didn't push it or anything. He didn't think he was gonna have a basketball player. Like he was really convinced. Like my whole upbringing, like I didn't touch a basketball. I was around it, but I wasn't like, oh, let me.
You weren't drawn to it.
No, I didn't like it.
Wow.
Until I did.
So you moved to Texas at 12. What was that transition like, going from California to Texas? New friends, new lifestyle. I mean, was the transition kind of tough for you?
No, actually, it was actually pretty easy because in California, 6th grade is considered elementary school still. So we went so I was still in elementary school. So they would, 6th and 7th would have been the transition to middle school. So it was really kind of like a good one for me, honestly, because it was like, okay, I'm going to middle school now. So
big kid.
Yeah, I'm a big kid now. I'm in 7th grade, and it was just like I got to meet a new friends. I don't know. It was good. It was really good for me.
That's
like
cool.
It wasn't like I think it would be one thing if I moved like in high school. Then it would be like, okay, but like middle school, like just
you're still trying to figure yourself out.
Yeah, like everyone I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
It was a good transition time. So shout out to my mom.
There we go. Shout out to your mom. So Landry, what about you in middle school? What was it like being Landry?
It's really not too exciting. I'm pretty talkative, so I was really social, had a lot of friends, talked to everyone. Yeah. Very organized, did my work, got good grades, still going strong with the basketball. Once we hit middle school, I had to decide because I was playing competitive soccer and competitive basketball. Okay. So I was a goalie now. Yeah. We upgraded from
you said
super.
You were
So I was a goalie, and I mean, back then everyone thought I was really good. I think it's just because I was so tall. It was like in the basketball concept, kind of like just go catch it, whatever. Yeah. So I was pretty good, but with all the AAU conflictions and everything, my dad was like, okay, you need to pick. And that's kind of where I think it was so like put into me growing up, like this is just what you're going to do. But they kind of gave me a choice, like which one do you want to pick? And I was just like, oh, basketball, like no brainer. So that's when basketball, like as if it wasn't a lot already, it really like picked up in middle school because I focused.
That's when you got serious about basketball.
Got serious, yeah.
So, you said you had a brother?
I have 2 brothers and a sister.
2 brothers and a sister. Were they athletes as well?
Oh yeah, we all. Growing up, my parents were like, "You're either gonna get a job or you're gonna play a sport, and you're gonna like
Not
we're
military
gonna."
and all that, like,
it was like you're gonna learn, like we're gonna instill this work ethic in you, like you're gonna learn what it means to work, and I'm really grateful that they did that. When you're a kid, you're kind of like, this sucks, but like they were really hard on us. Like you don't get to quit things, you're gonna finish what you start. Just basic life lessons like that. So. Both my brothers played baseball, football. They did all of that. My one brother who's, what is he now, 19? 19. He's 19. He goes here. He just goes to school here. But he was really good at football, like good running back. But he was kind of he's kind of what we call like our oddball out. Like he just was never, we would be like, you need to do this. Like you could be so good if you just put in a little extra work. He was just like, whatever. Yeah, that's just kind of how he was. And then I have another brother who's 16, and
so are you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just like literally like a mini version of my dad. Like live, eat, sleep, breathe basketball.
Really?
Like insane. Loves it.
Is he kind of tall? What's his height?
He's like 6'1" right now.
As a sophomore?
He's a point guard.
Okay.
Yeah. He has an offer from here, so
Okay.
you better come here.
What's your brother's name?
Bowden.
Bowden. Shout out. Bro, it's no place like O State. Just that simple.
I'm like, you better not mess
Come
up
through.
Philly.
I can say it all over. Come through, bro.
So I have him, and then I have a little sister who's 9. I think she's 9 now.
Yeah, Jensen.
9? I don't know. She might be. I think she's 9.
Yeah.
She's in 3rd grade, and she's.
The life of
We've
the party.
seen it. She's crazy. She loves basketball too.
Really?
Eat, sleep, breathe basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 She's
Quincy like
Jensen.
Quincy.
no,
even
she's
knows about
like
it.
wild.
Okay.
Like she's
You
like
gonna make me look for her at the game.
no,
now.
yeah. She can like shoot threes as like she was shooting threes on the gun last year. Just
Clark gotta watch
she's
out.
yeah, she could be Caitlin Clark. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
literally,
kidding.
just like-
She's shooting 3 at 9.
Watch out.
I think she was 8 at that point. Yeah.
That's hard to do.
No,
like for
she's-
people that don't know about basketball, like that is really hard
It's a
for
lo-
any. It don't matter if you're boy, girl, whatever. At 8, it's really hard to do.
No,
I believe
she's
she's gonna take on your mom's height because she lanky too.
yeah, she's really long
Your
and
mom
lanky.
tall?
Yeah, my mom's like 6'6", and my dad's like 5'11".
They're cute.
Why are you smashing me, Jamie? Like,
It's so funny. Like everyone jokes about it because like when you see him in person, it really is like.
And he's like strong.
And he's
too.
like bulky, and
Yeah.
then my mom's like long and lanky, and it's just
yeah,
funny.
they
But
make a dynamic.
They're
I mean,
so
it's a
cute.
post and a point guard. I
It
don't
gives
know what
athlete.
else.
It
Yeah.
gives athletic fitness.
Yeah. So he in the gym.
For sure.
That's hilarious.
Always has been.
Does he
Yeah.
ever like embarrass? Like I love to embarrass my daughter. Like you know what I'm saying. My daughter, she went to school here too, and like you know. So what about I know you didn't think I was that age, but yeah, I'm a little older than what you think. But so did your dad ever like do things to try to embarrass his daughter?
He's pretty like laid back, just naturally like kind of more quiet. But one time in 2nd grade, I think my mom like told him to do this because this like my mom would be the type that would like embarrass me. He like pulled up to pick me up from school, and he was like in a rental car in like a minivan.
He's the
And
minivan dad.
He stood up through like the little. I don't know, what is that called? Like the sunroof. He stood up to the sunroof.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what song he was playing, and just starts going crazy. And it's like, Landry, over here, over here.
Really?
And I'm like super, like, I normally don't get embarrassed, but I was like, oh my gosh. And like, because all the kids are out there, you know? And I was
absolutely.
like,
That's why he
oh
was
my
doing it.
gosh. And I was so mad at him. I was so mad. And he just thought it was like the funniest thing ever.
That's
But that's like a very vivid memory I have of him. Like, so I know he could embarrass me, but
Yeah.
he's
But
pretty laid back. Yeah.
Yeah, but he got you that day.
He did.
So
Sure
at
did.
what point? This is a question for both of y'all. At what point did you say, okay, I'm playing basketball, but now I realize that I can play at the next level, so I need to like get serious about it. Like, what age were you? What grade were you when you said, okay, I can play at the next level?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Well, it got serious. Like middle school is like literally when it like gets so serious and you're playing in so many tournaments.
Yeah.
You're preparing for
Absolutely.
it, and then you kind of like get these little invitation in the mail from like colleges, and that's when you kind of show like, okay, they're interested. Not that you have an offer or anything. It's just like, well, they see you. So it's
Yeah.
like now my dad's like, all right, well, time to walk in, and I'm like, sure, walk in.
Which in your case is absolutely crazy because you didn't start playing like till 12.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Yeah,
like
1 year.
I mean, I think I'm
Quick
sitting here with
turnaround.
Wonder Woman or something.
Yeah. I
well,
agree.
like it's like transitions. Like I was like a post. So like in middle school, like I'm tall, so everybody's little. So I'm like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, she's gonna be a post, and I'm like, my dad's like, she's gonna be a guard.
That's
Just
right.
wait, she's gonna be a guard.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
I learned post.
I
Stuff
bet you
first.
said just like that. She's gonna be a
Oh, literally, she's gonna be a guard. Don't worry about it.
No
She's gonna
question.
shoot and everything.
Yeah, I love it.
It was his dream, literally. Like every time they talked about it, he would sit there. Like that's literally all you could talk to my dad about is literally basketball.
That's
and I'm
what's
like,
up.
great.
So what about you?
I think I was younger when I like said that I wanted to play college basketball. Like I always said I wanted to come play at OSU. That's like was always my thing.
Could your mom play?
Yeah. So like when I was little, I would draw like, what do you want to be when you grow up? It would be like OSU basketball player. So it was cute. But I don't think I grasped the concept of what it meant and like what it was gonna take to play college basketball until around like middle school, because that is when like AAU picks up, and obviously I have two parents who like know what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
So they kind of sat me down and were like, "Hey, this is what you've always said. Like, is this what you want to do? Because if it is, then like we're gonna hold you to that standard, like
Yeah.
all the way through."
sacrifices,
So like
yeah.
just, and I was like, yes. And so that's when, like, you know, you have to miss birthday parties or miss this or that because I need to go. Or, like, I couldn't stay at my friend's house because I knew I was going to have to get up early and, like, go shoot and just stuff like that. So I think it was, like, middle school, probably, like, 8th to 9th grade, too, because I stopped growing.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, we got to – I went from being, like, a post to, okay, what am I going to get good at? And I hated, like, ball handling. So I was like, I don't want to be a point guard. Like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I don't even know where it came from, but I just all of a sudden became a shooting guard, a shooter.
It just
I was
happened.
like, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I need to ask my parents like specifics, but I don't know if I just was always really good at it. Yeah. But I know obviously I put a lot of time in. But that's just kind of naturally what I went into was like I'm gonna be a shooter. Yeah. So
what the cool thing about starting out in the paint, I'm sure that's helped you. When you have to play defense in the paint, right? Mm-hmm. Or if you got to score, you get a rebound. Yeah. You're not afraid to bump somebody, elbow somebody in the head or whatever. That's what we do. Yeah. I mean, we try to be discreet about it. If you see a player running down the court tomorrow like this, Quincy probably got him. Yeah. So let's talk about how you all end up getting to Oklahoma State because both of you all went to a different school, a different route. So Quincy, let's hear about your journey to O State.
So I started off my freshman year at New Mexico, and then I transferred to North Texas, and I spent the remainder of my undergrad there and graduated.
Well, let's drop an anchor there. So tell us about some of your accomplishments while you were at North Texas. Come on now, come on, girl. Let them know. Let them know. Say it loud for the people in the back.
I think I got preseason co-player of the year.
Okay.
I got first team conference 1 year, second team.
Yeah.
Another year.
And we're talking about someone who started playing. Listen, for you young people out there, listen, I'm going to look right here in the camera. For you young people, anyone that's out there, it's never too late. Somebody say it with me. Repeat after me. It's never too late. She started hooping at 12, man. Now she here at O State. Come on.
It just takes a lot of time and a lot of sacrifices, dedication. And, I mean, I really just give it all to my dad. So, like, he made me a scoring guard. So I put up a lot of numbers at North Texas. I think I put up 1,000 in 3 years. I put up 2,000 in high school. So, like,
come on now.
I'm currently at 1,500.
That's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Right now you have 15.
Well, I'm a little past 1,500 now. I got that a couple games ago.
Hey, no,
but, like, I've been a scoring guard my whole career. So it's kind of just in me. That's my dad. Like, that's literally on him. He taught me a lot of the basics, and I was just always put in a position to be that, and that's what I was at North Texas. I kind of commanded that role when I went in there. I was like, you know what, that's what I want to be. My freshman year going into New Mexico, I was kind of like, you're a freshman, like you don't really know what to expect. Like you think you're that girl because you come out of high school. Everybody that girl. Like you got a little humbled. I got humbled for sure, and it kind of like made me a little more hungrier. And so when I transferred to North Texas, I was like, yeah, no, I'm finna be that here for sure.
Yeah.
So like I commanded it, and I was just blessed enough to have some teammates around me that just made sure I got the ball and just had a really successful career there going in the first year because COVID, that was my COVID year, because I had to sit out. And then COVID hit.
So you graduated high school COVID year?
No. I'm old.
I forgot you went to New Mexico.
Yeah, I missed it.
That's right.
So it was like my sophomore year.
Okay.
Sophomore year, it's the red shirt, all that in there.
Yeah.
So I had to sit out, and that's when COVID hit at the end of conference. I think it was like 2020. Is that when it hit?
Yes. Yeah. 2020.
So like at that time, that was my redshirt year, and they literally just got to conference, and then it was like wraps.
Yeah.
Like cut it.
Yeah,
and then so I came back the next year when I was able to play. COVID was still going, so everybody was in masks. So we're working out. We didn't come back until July. So usually for basketball, we're back in June and we're grinding it out.
So you're a little bit behind.
Yeah, we're way behind. We're way behind. Yeah. And we didn't have preseason, any of that. So I didn't really start playing until conference time at North Texas because of COVID and all the separation, all that. So we didn't play till conference, and I was able to put up a lot of numbers around that time.
So you probably at almost 2,000 points.
Yeah, kind of, but I wouldn't be too. I would have needed to do the same thing that I was doing at North Texas here, but it was still. I'm still gonna end at a good ranking. I could, if I stayed at North Texas, I would be the all-time leading scorer at North Texas.
Yeah.
But I decided to come to the Big 12. I wanted to be in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I loved JC. I don't know, it was just something about her,
Shout out
seeing
to
her,
JC. She the
seeing
homie.
her on social media. I just really liked it, and I saw a lot of mid-major girls come to her.
Yeah.
The previous year, and I played against them, like Claire and Taryn. I played against all of them. They went to UTA, so we've been fighting each other. We've been playing against each other, and I just respected the fact that they came here and they had such a successful last year, and that was big to me to have I wanted to go out with a bang, and I wanted to have a chance to go to the tournament and just play in the Big 12, play on a bigger platform.
Yeah.
And that's what really led me to playing at Oklahoma State. And it was really crazy. It's kind of like a whole 360 because Oklahoma State was my first offer.
Really?
So, and it was with, who was Littell, yeah. Back in Littell age, and Ashley Davis was here before she went to Arizona and back. Like, it was really crazy. It was like a whole,
back,
it was really like a whole turnaround moment. But at the end of the day, I feel like it was, I needed to go through some adversity to make me a better player, and then I ended up here. So I feel like at the end of the day, I was supposed to be here.
Well, we glad you're here.
Amen.
We glad you're here.
Amen.
What about you, Landry? What was your route getting here from high school?
So obviously I went to Kansas City first, the University of Missouri, Kansas City, with JC, and I committed to her when I was like 16.
Okay.
So yeah, I was really early. It was kind of random. Like, I was just kind of like what Quincy said. I was so drawn to her, like, just as a person. And then obviously my dad, knowing his basketball stuff, really helped me like evaluate each school that was recruiting me and like how I would fit into their play style because I'm a shooter. So like what kind of sets do they run, all of that. But I was just really drawn to JC. I really wasn't the biggest fan of the school. Like I had a lot of better schools, in all honesty, like that on paper would have looked a lot better. But I was so just bought into like what she wanted, what she could see for me, and just the culture that she was building. She took such a low place to like, it's a completely different program now, even with her having left. I loved her staff, just everything. So I was really drawn there and just felt the Lord call me to commit to her really, really early. And then I ended up tearing my ACL like right before COVID, so like February 2020.
So in high school you tore your ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I also think that was a God thing because JC's torn hers like 4 times. So she really like helped carry me through that, like even from a distance. And a lot of coaches would have been like, see ya. You're young. You're young. You don't know how you're going to come back. Yeah. Like it was COVID too. And so I just think that was God because I would have lost a lot of offers. I missed my last summer of AAU. And that just in that moment really confirmed that like JC was who I was supposed to be going to play for. So I went to Kansas City my freshman year. I loved it. We had a really successful team. I really didn't play a ton except like if we needed a 3, I'd go in just like kind of random times. But we had a really old team, so I got to learn a lot from them. I met my very, very best friend there. Honestly, like no complaints. Like it was awesome. And then after we lost in the WNIT, she told us all that she was going to be leaving, which I kind of had speculations because she'd been so successful. Mm-hmm. I was like, my parents were like, I don't think she's going to be there all 4 years. Like, I don't. But, that's who you're going there for, whatever. And so she told us that she was going to be leaving and that she's going to be coming to Oklahoma State. And I was literally like, you got to be kidding me. So, like, my initial is, like, my life sucks. Like, this sucks. Like, you're joking. Like, I didn't even think, like, maybe I could go with her. Like, that didn't even cross my mind. I was just
like,
so...
I'm losing my coach.
I was so sad. I was so sad. And you're, like, I'm still a freshman at this point. It's, like, March. So I'm, like, everything's crashing down. And I just remembered kind of, like, calming down and being, like, maybe I could go with her. Like... Obviously, that's what I wanted, but I was like, I don't know if she's going to want me to go with her or whatever. So I just really prayed about it because, like I said, this was my dream. Like, OSU is my dream. And that was a big reason I wanted to wait to commit to her because OSU was kind of looking at me in high school. Yeah. And I was like, oh, what if they'll like, and so I'm so glad I didn't wait because I don't think that would have happened with my ACL and stuff. But so I just really prayed about it and was like, this is where God wants me. She'll give me the opportunity to come here. And so ultimately she ended up asking me to enter the transfer, or like I entered the transfer portal, and then she told me that like she wanted me to come here. And it was like no question, no brainer. I will be there. So it was really cool, kind of like what Quincy said. Like it was just a full circle moment, because this is obviously God knew that was my dream all along, and like out of all the places that I could have committed to back home or just anywhere, for me to go to a school that coach out of all the schools is going to get the job at Oklahoma State. Like, it was just crazy. So
you can't make that up.
No, you can't. It was literally God's plan.
You cannot make that up.
So now I just kind of say it's like I got my dream coach with my dream school. Best of both worlds. So.
I knew you before you were in the womb.
Exactly.
He
knew all along, and I was so upset.
I'll start preaching. Yeah. I will start. Listen, don't get me out.
No, I know.
Quincy said, here we go.
All
right.
Yeah.
So. John 3:16, I'm playing. All right, so y'all here at O State. I mean, both of y'all, you know, North Texas is not that small. However, to go from North Texas, for you to go from Kansas City to here, what was that like? I mean, because in the gym, I mean, the sound is different. It's louder. The lights are brighter. You know, what was that transition like from your school to Oklahoma State?
For me, like, UMKC is so small. Like, I don't think people understand. It's so small.
I Googled it. Whenever we hired JC, I Googled it because
like,
I wanted to see. I hadn't heard of the school.
We, like, played in a rec center, like, actually. So,
and she was winning out there in the rec
that's
center.
the thing.
Like,
I'm like,
shout out to Coach Hoyt.
Literally, that's why, obviously, why I went there. It was not for anything other than her. But coming here, I don't think it was as big of an adjustment for me as maybe some other people, because this has like always been my second home, you know.
You already knew.
Yeah, I would come to games like all the time, but it was really surreal to like run out and be like, oh gosh, like I'm playing here. Like, this is crazy. But just overall, like the facilities and just all the resources that we have, it's a complete 360 from. I feel like from most mid majors, like obviously UMKC might be lower, but I mean we've even talked about it. Like the things that are such a big deal at a mid major are just like. The normal here. So. Yeah.
What about you, Quincy?
I think I would just say, like North Texas, like they got some money in North Texas. So like we had a lot of great things there. We had a lot of money. We didn't work out in a rec center.
Listen.
We didn't do a rec center. We had us a nice.
Y'all both looked at each other like this is something y'all talked about before.
We
you know
did.
What I'm saying?
We talked about
it. Like, to compare like mid major to like Big 12, like. First of all, I'm a mid-major girl, so shout out mid-major out. That's where I came from, so I'm going to hold it down. But, like
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's where you come from.
No. We took our own Power 5. You better know recognize, okay? But I would say, honestly, it would just be, the transition must be like, kind of like the TV networks getting on to play, consistently being able to be on the Big 12 and just having the before the season, the Big 12 little media day. We didn't have that.
And your friends and family can watch that. They can actually watch it.
Like I was playing on Conference USA Network. Like you had to get on the computer or something. Like it wasn't like, or we might get lucky on ESPN Plus.
And all that.
We might get lucky occasionally, like whoever we playing. But I would think just like the type of basketball is different from mid-major versus Power 5. I would say mid-major, you can get away with playing a lot of one-on-one kind of. It doesn't have to be as teamly, but it can be. Like I'm not saying it shouldn't be. Like obviously, if you want to go to the tournament, you need to be more together. But like I think for Power 5, it's a whole lot more. Like everybody needs to be all connected because everybody's good at Power 5.
You can't just have one player take a whole team. You have collectively, you have to be good.
Yeah, like the whole team has to be pretty solid. Because in mid-major, like you have a few of them where you're like, oh, girl.
Yeah.
How you get up here? but
y'all crack me up when y'all say little things like that. Y'all look at each other like, you know.
Because like we know, like we like.
I can think of some people like,
how did you get here? But Power 5, everybody's good. So I think that would just be the biggest adjustment, and going to different arenas that are huge, like K-State playing in that, Iowa State. Like I've never played in anything like that, which is another reason why I came to the Big 12. I wanted to experience the loud crowds, the hatred. I wanted to feel all of it, you know. North Texas, we didn't get that. I mean, we had a little rivalry with SMU and La Tech, but it wasn't like an Iowa State, no you. Like they're booing you. Like I love it.
Yeah. Like that helps like energize you. For some reason, when you talked about some of the plays, you be like, how did you get here? For some reason, I just thought about Jay-Z the other day when he was talking about Beyonce not getting album of the year.
Because none of y'all at her level. That's basically what he said. Because how did
he was like, some of y'all shouldn't even. I mean, you know,
shouldn't even be here.
Yeah. I mean,
Not wrong.
facts is facts, truth is truth. But anyway, so that was really hilarious. But shout out to Jay-Z, man. But anyway, so hit us up, man, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We might answer when you call. Hey, so when you're here, when you're not being, you know, I think, you know, I've said this before, being a student athlete is really a challenge. It's a full-time job, more than a full-time job. And I think a lot of times fans get caught up in your number and who you are and your last name, but we know that it's more to life than just basketball. And your value and your worth is more than just basketball, what you do for the university. So, like, tell us a little bit about you. Like, what do you like to do? I know you brought up your faith. It's obvious that you're strong in your faith. Like, what are some of the things outside of basketball that you like to do for fun, where you hang out at, your favorite places to eat, you know, since y'all been here? Like, so tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do. You know, I mean, you booed up. I mean, what's up? What's up? Give us that nitty gritty. What up?
You want me to go first?
Why y'all keep looking at each other when I ask these questions?
Because I already can like hear her little comments that she's gonna say. I just can hear them. Well, a big thing is I've had bad knees, like what you were talking about. So I've had like 4 surgeries, not all on my knee, but in the past like year and a half. Wow. So I feel like that's kind of, I had foot surgery right when I got here. I had emergency appendix surgery in like last November. 2 months after that, I had to get my gallbladder taken out, and then
Landry.
Yeah, like unheard
That's
of.
some spiritual warfare.
Like Satan's coming hard. Yeah.
Baby is a warrior.
And then like 3 months ago, I had microfracture knee surgery. Warrior. So I feel like I just have to say that because I spend a lot of time in that training room down there.
That's her
A lot of
home.
time. It's my home. So I feel like that's a big part of me is I'm constantly like doing rehab or something. So I do that a lot.
But let me just say this: like, you seem from the outside, you seem to be like still really like upbeat and encouraged, even though you're going through those challenges. Like, let's talk about that real quick because there's people listening and watching that they're gonna have challenges. Are they going through challenges right now? Like, so what is how do you handle dealing with all those adversities? That's a lot to deal with, right? Yeah. So what do you do you got an outlet, you got friends, mentor?
God. I would say my initial thing is Romans 8:28 says, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him according to his plan. So I literally have just had to rest in that of like, because it's been really frustrating because like I'm here and I want to do all these things and like I can't even run out right now to like celebrate my team. Like I have to like speed walk. So like just stuff like that has been frustrating more this year, I think, because last year was so bad and I really couldn't. I mean, I had like 3 surgeries, you know, so I really thought like, okay, this year's gonna be better, and then this happens with my knee. So I've really just kind of rested in that and knowing like I don't know how he's gonna use this for good, but he will. And until then, kind of like what you were saying about like we're more than a basketball player and a number. Like I've had to buy into like how can I help contribute to my team?
Value,
yes.
Yeah.
So I've kind of bought into like I want to encourage them. Like I want to. You know, my role right now is like I'm the team mom, so I.
Yeah, I'm saying when you get older, like I mean, you can kick some wisdom and kind of help with choices.
Yeah, I've known JC for so long that like I know how she wants things done. Yeah. So I everyone just kind of looks at me if they're like, "Hey, what do you think she's gonna like? Should we do this or not?" I'm like, "No."
You're almost like an inside. You're like an inside coach. You're like a coach.
A little bit. Yeah. So I've just kind of tried to embrace my role in that and help the way that I can. And then a big thing has just been, my family, my friends, my coach, they've all been really supportive. And they've helped me stay really involved because that's a big thing. When you're injured, it can feel kind of like you're on an island. So
surround yourself with some good people.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I've just kind of really, my faith has been, it's
Your
all
anchor.
God. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how I handle things, but he gets me through just day by day.
I think
Day
that
by
needs
day.
to be said because the fans, they get to see on social media, but where you had surgery, but they didn't get to hear your side of it.
Yeah.
How you made it through and how it was really. I didn't realize. I mean, I knew about some of. I didn't know about the appendix and
Yeah.
all that.
I mean, you don't really know because like when you're on the side, it's just like, oh, she's not dressed out. Why is she not dressed
Yeah.
out? Like, whereas a knee, you have a brace on and whatever.
so fans
yeah.
need to back up when if somebody not in the
Yeah.
game, it's a reason why they not in the
Yeah,
game.
Yeah,
All right?
I did. But
And they don't have to know everything, right?
No,
Yeah.
no.
So
But
what about you, Quincy? What about you? Like, what you like? Tell us a little bit about Quincy outside of, the basketball.
Well, I'm a city girl, so being in Stillwater has been an adjustment for me because
Yeah.
there's nothing out here.
Yeah,
So
not
I'm
much
at
to
the-
do.
I'm at the house. I'm literally on FaceTime with my mom. I'm getting my nails done. I'm in Oklahoma City a lot because
You are?
I like the mall. Like I like to shop. I like to be.
Yeah.
I like to do that. So like.
Quail Springs. You go to Quail Springs?
I don't like
Penn
Quail.
Square?
Penn Square.
Penn Square?
Penn Square. We don't like Quail.
I live like 5 minutes from Penn Square.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Penn Square. I'm out there like I get my lashes done or something.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
type of self care. I've taken on a lot of that this year. I usually like when I was at North Texas because I was 45 minutes away from home. Like I'd be at home like with my parents. I'm a homebody.
You're
like,
a
I like
homebody.
to- yeah.
Yeah.
I have a dog.
So
we spend
even
a lot of time
if
together.
Stillwater was in the middle of New York City, you would probably still be at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I like to be with my people. That's just how. I
Unless
was
you're going to the
raised.
mall.
Yeah, look, with my mama.
Yeah, with
Oh
your
yeah,
mama.
my mom's my bestie.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, my mom's my bestie. If y'all
Shout
see
out to
her,
your
that's
mom.
us. Shout out mom.
I love hearing that. Like, some kids, some students and people, they don't value their parents, man. I could tell between both of y'all. Y'all really value y'all parents. So
Yeah.
shout out to
yeah.
the people out there that are still valuing their parents. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah. I just feel like that's just I don't know. Like, that's just how I was raised. Like I was raised by my family. Like from my
Yeah.
grandparents to my cousins, we were all raised together at my grandma's house.
Yep.
To now, like when we moved to Texas, it's just me and my brother and my mom and my dad. So
Yeah.
like we just a very close knit family. They up here every weekend to watch us play.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
they
talking
traveling
about.
if they need to. Yeah. No, my parents are very involved. So all of our parents are. I feel like that's why they're all just
Yeah.
so close. That's why
Yeah.
our team is so close.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Because
Yeah.
our parents, everybody is very close. So
Mm-hmm.
on our free time, if we're not with each other, we're probably at home trying to sleep, trying to hang out at somebody's house. Like we're really not doing much.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you really need.
Yeah.
You know, being out there all the time is not just the best thing for everyone sometimes. So
Especially in Stillwater, it's very small. So
Yeah.
It's
that's
so
why-
Yeah,
funny
so
because
if
I'm
you-
like, I love Stillwater.
You're from Oklahoma.
I know. I'm like, oh, I love it here. I love to just
yeah.
hang out. I just got a dog.
You
Nice.
did? Okay. What's the name and what kind?
Tucker. He's a mini golden doodle, and I love him.
Shout out to Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He's
what's up.
cute, yeah.
So that's taking up a lot of your time too.
Oh yeah, puppy. Joe,
Yeah,
so fun.
but my boyfriend, he'll take
Can
care
help.
of him.
Hermie.
There you go. Shout out to your
Hermie.
boyfriend, man. You know what I'm saying?
Connor.
Shout out
Connor.
Connor.
He plays basketball.
He's a freshman.
He's
Yeah.
a freshman.
I just learned something
Yeah,
today.
Connor.
We all
Yeah.
just learned something today. Look at Brent Squad breaking news.
Shout out
What? No,
Connor. No, that ain't breaking news.
No,
Y'all
no.
late to the
She like-
party.
Yeah, you are late.
Y'all
It's been a
late, 'cause
while. It's been
everybody
like a
know
year and a
about
half.
Connor and Landry.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen your pictures on Instagram. I just think maybe I didn't put two. I mean, I don't know. Like
scared
I
of
told
them.
y'all, like so. We're about to end here, but we talked about Coach Hoyt, and we didn't get to get on her shoe game. I'll have to do that when I talk to her. But what is the mindset? We're gonna wrap this up, but what is the mindset right now? The team, how y'all feeling? I know y'all excited about, man. What 3 or 4 more games? It ends. I know, Quincy. I mean,
Sad.
this season went so fast,
It
but.
did.
No, it's time for me. I've been in college too long. I've been
But
here
you gonna
too
ball
long.
out these last games.
Ball out.
Come on now.
Been a minute. Been a
So
minute.
what's the mindset? How are y'all feeling?
Hungry. I think we're ready to continue on the win streak that we had. We finally got back on it.
Come on.
We've been battling though. It's not like folks just been handling us. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But
No, say it. I like how you said that. Like you said that with so
Absolutely
much
not.
attitude.
Absolutely
Like, don't
not.
get it twisted.
They just need to be ready for the tournament. That's it. Cause we gonna get our get back.
Get that get back.
Period.
Get that get back. Y'all need a, Coach Hoy, you like to do shirts, do a shirt. Getting that get back.
Get back. She love a shirt.
She does love a shirt.
Yeah, that's what I just saying. Like Quincy can get like a
You
certain
have a
percentage
saying,
of it.
It's on a shirt. Like
Get back. Just put on the back of the shirt. Just put get back on the warm up shirt. You could just slide me $5 for that idea. Well, Quincy too, because it's really you say. Yeah. So what about you? What's the mindset? How you feel? Coach Landry.
I do feel really good. Kind of like what she said. I don't think a lot of teams could have handled kind of the adversity that we've dealt with, like just behind closed doors. That so many things that are just out of our control that have happened.
And fans have no idea.
Yeah, and it's really easy to just look out and be like, oh wow, they've lost however many games it was. But I just think like coming in every day and seeing how, like, none of them let a loss like bring them like define them or bring them down so low that we were like, okay, come on. Like, they just handled it really well. I haven't seen a lot of teams do that because who likes to lose? Like, nobody. So I was just really proud of them for kind of how they've handled adversity and just been like, okay, next game, let's go. But I do think that, like, we're just really bought into each other, and I really think that's kind of what's carried us through. Like, I don't think I've been a part of a team that loves each other more.
Yeah, like
than
we
this.
actually like each other.
Like, we really do.
Like,
so
I love
it's just been fun. It's been fun to see, and I really do think we've all kind of been bought into, we've talked about Galatians 6:9, where it's like, don't become weary of doing good. For at the proper time, we'll reap a harvest if we don't give up. So that's kind of what we've been clinging to.
Harvest is on the way.
The harvest is coming. We don't
Come
know
on.
when.
Landry is our team pastor. If y'all didn't know, she prays over our meals, our games, everything. And she be eating, y'all. Like, if y'all, they need to record her because she be eating. Like, it be off her head. I be like, yeah. Like,
come on.
Yeah, I be inspired, y'all. Like, y'all just have to be there. She's
Like,
so good
pass
at it.
the
Like,
opera
I
plate
don't
when
know.
she get done.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey,
Come
wedding
on.
planner / pastor, hit her up. Hello.
Stop.
Yeah.
But that is, we're waiting on our harvest, and I do think it's coming. So
Yeah.
I don't know when, I don't know how, but everyone's really bought into that. So that's been really cool.
I
to
love
see.
it. I would like to translate something that you said. I'm going to look into the camera and I'm going to talk to the fans and say, like, sometimes as fans, y'all need to back up. It's just that simple because you never know what these athletes are going through, what the coaches are going through. You never know everything. And we always have 25,000 opinions about what a coach should do, what a player should do, but we're not the one that's doing the blood, sweat, and tears. We're not the one in the gym. We're not getting up early. We're not having to go to school and still get a degree. That's not us. We're not in that locker room, so we need to, like, chill and just appreciate what they bring to the table. I can say that, and I will stand 10 toes on that, and I don't care what anyone says about that.
I do have to add too. Amen.
Go ahead.
But just because I know how fans are and everyone wants to look at JC and just point fingers and whatever, I have to say, in knowing her for how long I've known her, she has handled everything amazing. Like, I've had to text her and be like, I'm so proud of you. Like, just because how she would have handled a loss like 2 years ago, it was like the world is ending. And she's the one sitting here looking at us like, you guys, the world is not ending.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be just fine. And she's reminded us 1,000 times that, like, we're so much more than basketball players. And for a coach to say that, I think I can just end on that. Like,
And this is coming from a player, and you've been with her for years.
Yeah.
So, like, that's something, like, to me that fans should take to heart for someone that's been able to see her inside and outside the game. And here the truth is, no one is perfect, right?
No.
And so, like, here it is, you're saying all these great things, and you've been around her. That's, to me, we as fans, because I'm a fan first, we need to take heed to that and understand that you all are human and you're going to make the best. No one wants to lose, no one. But even through that, you still got to work. You still got to do school work. You still got to work out and all that. And you've been through several challenges. So shout out to y'all, man. I applaud y'all and every athlete here at Oklahoma State working 2 jobs, basically. Love y'all. Love what y'all do. Support y'all no matter what, win, loss, draw, whatever it is. But I would like for people to be able to stay in contact with you all, with both of y'all, amazing athletes and people women that we have here. What's your Instagram or any social media handle you want to share?
My Instagram, a lot of people think it's Ian because it's like a lowercase L, but it's Land and then Wills.
Okay, Land and then Will?
Yeah. No,
W.
Wills. So LANWILLS.
Boom. Got it.
Yep.
Mine's Quincy Noble. Real simple. 2 Y's if you like. There's 2 Y's on it, but I feel like if you just do it once, it'll be there. But honestly, just go to OSU women's basketball. And you can follow all me and my homegirls. Period.
It's true.
Yeah, follow them all. Come on, see that's teamwork. Y'all said y'all was close. You took a moment that could have been all about you, and you said, "I'm gonna make it
Follow me and
about
my
my
homegirls.
team." Come
Get
on,
our
we,
fan shirts too. Lock in. All right. Go to the Pokes with a Purpose. Go get our shirts.
Go get
Pick
them
your
shirts.
numbers. Whatever you want to do, I won't be mad. But pick a number. Get it. Let's go.
A lot of people got something to say. We need you to go ahead and pay. Buy them shirts, man.
Hey, buy them shirts.
Buy them shirts.
Support
Les
women's
Thomas.
basketball.
Nevertheless Thomas, ending with signing off with Brand Squad Podcast. Thank you for coming on, Landry and Quincy. Much love to y'all. Peace.
Bye.
That was good.
Thank